Hey guys, I snuck out here to my son's little fort out in the woods and kind of made my own little book nook out here. I'm going to start reading here in just a minute because of Winn-Dixie for Miss Pearson's class, and I really hope, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, that we will get to finish this up and go back to school and get to watch the movie that goes along with the book. Today I worked at school and got everyone's packets ready for your parents or someone to pick up for you on Thursday. So there will also be lots of information in your packet where you can contact me if you need help, or hey, just call me up and say, hey, Miss Worley, what's up? And we can visit and talk for a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna pick up and start reading where we left off a little bit yesterday. I'll back up just a little bit. And if you remember, Opal is yelling at Stevie and Dunlap because they're talking about Gloria Dump, okay? Oh, lay off of her, Dunlap said to Stevie. Then he turned to me. He don't mean it, he said. But I was already mad. I shouted at Stevie. I said, I don't care what your mom says. She's not my mama, so she can't tell me what to do. Well, I'm going to tell my mama you said that, shouted Stevie. And she'll tell your daddy and he'll shame you in front of the whole church. And that pet shop man is retarded and he was in jail, and I wonder if your daddy knows that. Otis is not retarded, I said. And my daddy knows that he was in jail. That was a lie, but I didn't care. And you can go ahead and tell on me if you want, you big bald-headed baby. I swear, it about wore me out yelling at Dunlap and Stevie Dewberry every day. By the time I got to Gloria Dump's yard, I felt like a soldier who had been fighting a hard battle. Gloria would make me a peanut butter sandwich straight off, and then she would pour me a cup of coffee with half coffee and half milk, and that would refresh me. Why don't you play with them boys? Gloria asked me. Because they're ignorant, I told her. They still think you're a witch. It doesn't matter how many times I tell them you're not. I think they are just trying to make friends with you in a roundabout way, Gloria said. Well, I don't want to be their friend, I said. Well, it might be fun having them two boys for friends. Well, I'd rather talk to you, I said. They're stupid and mean, and they're boys. Gloria would shake her head and sigh, and then she would ask me what was going on in the world and did I have any stories to tell her, and I always did. Chapter 14. Sometimes I told Gloria the story Miss Franny Block had just told me. Or I imitated Otis tapping his pointy-toed boots and playing for all the animals, and that always made her laugh. And sometimes I made up a story and Gloria Dump would listen to it all the way through from beginning to end. She told me she used to love to read stories, but she couldn't anymore because her eyes were so bad. Well, can't you get some really strong glasses? I asked her. Child, she said, they don't make glasses strong enough for these eyes. One day when the storytelling was done, I decided to tell Gloria that Otis was a criminal. I thought maybe I should tell an adult about it, and Gloria was the best adult I knew. Gloria, I said. Mm-hmm, she said back. You know Otis? I don't know him, but I know what you tell me about him. Well, he's a criminal. He's been in jail. Do you think I should be afraid of him? Well, what for? I don't know, for doing bad things, I guess. For being in jail. Child, said Gloria, let me show you something. She got up out of her chair real slow and took hold of my arm. Let's the two of us walk all the way to the back of this yard. Okay, I said. We walked and Winn-Dixie followed right behind us. It was a huge yard, and I had never been all the way back in it. When we got to a big old tree, we stopped. Look at this tree, Gloria said. I looked up, and there were bottles hanging from just about every branch. There were whiskey bottles and beer bottles and wine bottles all tied on with string, and some of them were clanking against each other and making a spooky kind of noise. Me and Winn-Dixie stood and stared at the tree, and the hair on top of his head rose up a little bit, and he growled deep in his throat. Gloria Dump pointed her cane at the tree. I said, I don't know, but why are all those bottles on it? To keep the ghost away, Gloria said. Well, what ghost? The ghost of all the things I done wrong. I looked at all the bottles on the tree. You did that many things wrong? I asked her. Mm-hmm, said Gloria. More than that. But you're the nicest person I know, I told her. Don't mean I haven't done bad things, she said. Well, there's whiskey bottles on there, I told her, and beer bottles. Child, said Gloria Dump, I know that. I'm the one who put them there. I'm the one who drank what was in them. My mama drank, I whispered. I know it, Gloria Dump said. The preacher says that sometimes she couldn't stop drinking. Mm-hmm, said Gloria again. That's the way it is for some folks. We get started and we can't get stopped. Well, are you one of those people? Yes, ma'am, I am. But these days, I don't drink nothing stronger than coffee. Well, did the whiskey and beer and wine, did they make you do the bad things that are ghosts now? Some of them, said Gloria Dump. Some of them I would have done anyway with alcohol or without. Before I learned. Well, learned what? Learned what the most important thing is. Well, what's that? I asked her. It's different for everyone, she said. You find out on your own. But in the meantime, you got to remember, you can't always judge people by the things they done. You got to judge them by what they are doing now. You judge Otis by the pretty music he plays and how kind he is to them animals, because that's all you know about him right now. All right? Yes, ma'am, I said. And them Dewberry boys, you try not to judge them too harsh either, all right? All right, I said. All right then, said Gloria Dump, and she turned and started walking away. Winn-Dixie nudged me with his wet nose and wagged his tail. When he saw I wasn't going, he trotted after Gloria. I stayed where I was and I studied the tree. I wondered if my mama, wherever she was, had a tree full of bottles. And I wondered if I was a ghost to her, the same way she sometimes seemed like a ghost to me. All right, guys, we will stop there. Today's reading, this is for Wednesday. Thursday, we will begin reading chapter 15. I hope you're enjoying the story, and I hope that I get to see you guys soon, because it just seems like it's been too long since I've gotten to pinch on you or tickle you or something, and laugh and have a good time. It's just a lot more fun in the classroom with you guys in it. So anyway, I hope to see you soon. Miss you guys.